DMZ Season 4 is having a huge wipe of everything. Yesterday, Infinity Ward put out a few tweets telling the DMZ community that Season 4 is bringing a huge reset to the game mode. These are the tweets that Infinity Ward put out. There are many exciting additions coming to DMZ in Season 4. Updates will include a refresh and reset like that of Season 2 in order to make room for new mission sets and the new upgrade, Redacted. Faction mission progress will be reset in lieu of the new ability to earn faction classified, and contraband, key, and mission inventories will be emptied. Insured weapon slots will be reset as we introduce new ways to unlock them. Earned rewards such as blueprints, skins, and calling cards will not be affected, classified. So it looks like we will be having a complete wipe like we did back with Season 2. However, back then we were still able to keep our insured weapon slots, as community members blasted the controversial decision and Infinity Ward backtracked like anything. But looking at what they tweeted here, contraband, key, and mission inventories will be emptied. They must have something exciting coming, right? I mean, why would they wipe everything as they know they would have the full wrath of the community just dragging them on social media? With emptying your contraband and key slots, especially if you own Modern Warfare 2, where your slots increase to 20 and 30 respectively. I have 30 keys, and some of them are L2 restricted, and I also have 3 skeleton keys, so I need to start using them up, and I advise you to use them as well if you do have them. If you're liking what you're watching, it would be great if you could consider subscribing by hitting that big old button. It's free for you and helps me out greatly. Thanks for watching. Is it frustrating that I now have to use all these keys and weapons? Yes. However, it does add a little bit more pressure to the game, as before, you could just pick and choose which game to take the keys into. Now it seems we have to use up all our keys and weapons, otherwise they will just wipe them when the reset happens. With the following tweet, insured weapon slots will be reset as we introduce new ways to unlock them. This makes me think we may be getting easier ways to unlock insured weapon slots, as I do know some players have had issues with completing missions to unlock them. They may be a one-man, or due to the recent surge of 6-man teams who go in just for the kills and nothing else, they are unable to complete said missions. I've been in games and the amount of pleading and asking for help has increased in proxy chat by the dozen. I've helped a few players only to get wiped out by a platoon of operators. Or are we going to have to unlock them via the underground complex barter system, or just the barter system in general? I am looking forward to seeing how this is going to be accomplished, but I'm also a little bit skeptical about it as well. It also brings to mind the DMZ add-ons with the recently available skins with 15-minute cooldowns and pay-to-win slots. How are they going to be done? Will they have their own slots? Will the quick cooldown be gone? Who knows? But if they do get rid of the quick cooldown, they're going to see so many people asking for refunds. I've seen on Twitter and other creators on YouTube as well who have laid their thoughts down that the insured weapon slot could be like the pay-to-win bundles. You can only get an insured weapon if you pay for it. This is a very dangerous way of going about it, but when you think about how Infinity Ward and Activision are with microtransactions, this is actually a very solid look into their thought process. If, and it's a big if, this does happen to be the way insured weapon slots are going to be, DMZ are going to lose so many players, myself included. Looking at another major upgrade as well for DMZ, coming from Task Force Leaks on Twitter via Hey I'm Alex, we are getting 2 new bosses for the mode. We will be having the driver and also the dreaded jailer from the Warzone Gulag. Now we don't know if these 2 new bosses will take over the places of, say, the Pyro, or if they will indeed just be added to the growing list of bosses. We also got some quick news on some operators that we will be getting in Season 4. We already knew about Nikto, but we've also got Hadia. They're coming back, guys. There is so much being done for Season 4 of DMZ that I'm looking forward to it, and also I'm not looking forward to the reset. One thing I do hope for, though, is that the missions are more fun and not as lame as putting 1 C4, 1 drill, and 1 gun oil in the back of a store.